Is it gonna actually fade out? Because I always have to pause it. There we go. Listen, shout out to the music. Okay, it's so funny when you do these things yourself and you learn along as you go because oh my goodness, learning along the way has had to be the thing for me. Anywho, hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Sky, and we are here solo. And I'm super, super thrilled to share with you all some good news. So let me just bring it up on the screen. Your girl is officially a YouTube partner. I just applied for I applied a few weeks ago for the YouTube partner program, and I just received in the mail my PIN number to put in to verify for payments. And I'm super excited because if you don't know, I've been on this journey for 2 years now. It took me 2 years to monetize my channel, but it has been very rewarding for me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. That's why the title of the video today is If Failure Isn't an Option, if failure isn't an option, you'll reach your goal. Wait, yeah. Did I say that right? Okay, I think so. Okay. But anywho, I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous because I was applying and I'm like, oh my gosh, let me make sure I put in the right freaking number because it's kind of like just this screen and then you enter this number, you hit submit and that's it. And I was like, okay, is like some magic supposed to happen? Like, I don't really know. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and then get into today's episode. I had like a brain fart. I don't know what that was about. But anywho, I was on a community call with another content creator who has millions of followers, subscribers, and he's crushing it in the content space. And he talked about how lonely, this journey can get. And, luckily for me, hello, everybody that's watching live. Luckily for me, I have a supportive community and I have a supportive family, but I started a YouTube community because I needed to connect with other creators. Like I was like, am I the only one feeling crazy? Am I the only one feeling silly? Am I the only one that has moments where they want to give up? And I don't know if this is just a creator thing. I think it's an entrepreneur thing. I think it's an artist thing. Like I know that it's not just something that content creators go through, but you have this phase of like a long phase too of am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, am I just failing? Is this something that, God gave to me to actually pursue? Because you fail a lot and you feel silly a lot and you lose a lot of friends when you start on this journey. And I thought it was just me. And the creator that's on that space who has millions of followers, who has a very successful business, was talking about his story and his journey and about how it did take him a minute. And a lot of people fail the first time. And that's with entrepreneurs too. I mean, I studied business before I even studied content or anything like that. I went to school for business and they talk about how so many entrepreneurs fail the first time, the second time, the third time. And I even worked for an entrepreneur, a CEO of a massage chair company. And he talked about how that was his 11th business, And I believe he made $1 million the first year of that business, but he had 10 failed businesses before that. And I think when we get on these platforms, we have this idea of how soon we want to succeed. And while it's really good to have those timelines, it's really good to have those goals and ideas. If you want to succeed, failure cannot be an option. You really, really have to continue to remind yourself, like, I'm not going to give up. And you got to put that out into the universe of, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue. I'm going to push and I'm going to work really, really hard. And one day it's going to pay off. And that one day is soon. Because when I started on this journey, if I knew that October 12th, 2024, that this would be the day that I officially became a YouTube partner and I've gone through all the steps. If I would have known that when I started August of 2022, I would have been like, you're joking. You're joking. Why would it take me 2 years and other people 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, a year and a half? And the reason that I think that I was able to do it and it feels so good to finally be monetized is because there was no way that I can vision myself not being where I am today. Like, I just knew I was going to be here applying one day and say, like, I'm officially a YouTube partner. And I knew that I was going to film a video talking about how I monetize my YouTube channel. And so I saw it, I believed it, and I never really allowed myself to fully doubt it. Now, I did have a lot of moments where I wanted to give up, but even when I wanted to give up, I still believed that I could become a monetized creator. And although money isn't everything, obviously I've been creating content for 2 years and I finally just monetized my channel. Money isn't everything, but when you see other creators getting paid for doing the exact same thing as you, and then some creators are just throwing things against the wall, you're like, well, I would like to get paid too. If there is a creator economy, I want to be a part of it, you know? And so when I started on this journey, I saw this day. And now that I'm here, it feels really good. And this might be surprising to you, but I understand why God had it take so long for me. So when I first started my channel in 2022, I was vlogging, right? And contrary to popular belief, y'all know I'll be saying stuff wrong. So if I say it wrong, just let me know. But anywho, I started and I was vlogging, and I'm a very private person. And when you are a vlogger, you are pretty much taking people through your life. Like, you're showing people your life and you're taking us along that journey. And vlogging just was not the path for me. So if I succeeded the first time, then I would be a monetized YouTube vlogger who would be forced to share, you know, some of my business and bring people more in depth into my personal life, because that's what vlogging is. And I love vlogs. I love watching vlogs. But when I started on this journey, I was vlogging. And then I shortly realized that I'm not a vlogger. This is not for me. This is not sustainable for me. And excuse me, I have the sniffles. I go hiking every single morning and it be cold when I go hiking and then it warms up. Such a weird place, Southern California. Love it though. Love the weather, but we get all 4 seasons in one day, it feels like sometimes. But anywho, so I started out this journey in the wrong niche. It just wasn't for me. I didn't do enough research individually as who I am for a person. Like, that just wasn't my path, right? And so then I pivoted to self-improvement, because I always get complimented on how well I take care of myself mentally and spiritually and emotionally and physically and all those things too. But y'all know I'm not a gym babe. I'm a hiker. I'm a walker. I'm a runner. You're not gonna see me pushing weight, because that's just not what I do. My man gotta lead me to the gym if he want me to be like a gym babe. But anywho, I was in the self-improvement niche and I truly loved it. And then something crazy happened in my life, and I didn't feel like being positive on the internet. I didn't feel like I can come on here and fake it either. So it kind of left me with this niche that I was passionate about, but in that moment, I couldn't pick up my camera every week and talk about it, because I was emotionally, I was a mess. I was going through a lot. And I talked about this in How YouTube Changed My Life. I talked about this in that video, but basically, I was working at a job and I reported something that I saw. And in that contract, instead of the person that was responsible for the wrongdoings, I was let go. And that really affected me, because I'm like, I'm just trying to do the right thing and help these kids, okay? And so that really put me in a place that I didn't want to be in. And so I couldn't come on camera and talk about self-improvement and personal development and mental health and all of these things where I wasn't in the best place, right? And so that caused me to kind of fizzle out on my channel and not be consistent and things of that nature. And then I started my 90-day challenge at the beginning of this year to become monetized. I was like, I'm going to upload once a week. I'm going to live stream once a week. And oh my goodness, that was a game changer for me. It was life changing, because I learned how to stream. I learned how to turn on my camera and forgive myself for my mistakes. Like, I started this stream at 4:20, and then I was muted for the first 3 minutes. And then I had to delete the stream and start over. And when you do a live stream challenge, or when you just show up anywhere live, you know, maybe public speaking, you're going to make mistakes, and you have to be very forgiving to yourself. And forgiveness is something that I went down a whole life journey on. When I was about 26 years old, I learned how to forgive other people. And it was very freeing for me because I learned how to forgive myself as well. Because if we're going to extend grace to other people, we have to learn how to extend that grace to ourselves. And so I was in this place where I was doing this challenge, right? I'm doing this 90-day challenge. I'm showing up, I'm live streaming, I'm learning new things. I think in one of those videos, I had learned for the first time live, like how to actually play a video for you guys in that stream. So I was learning every single day. And it leads me to today of I've had one of my best months yet as a content creator in September. I got monetized on YouTube. I did it all without a lot of editing. And editing has been one of the main reasons why I struggle with consistency. And no matter what you're building, you need consistency. And because I struggled so much with editing, I was able to eliminate that because of my 90-day challenge. Like I put myself on this challenge. I did not allow myself to fail. So I learned a lot. And in September, when I started to do my reaction videos more and I started to just push more content that was unedited, that wasn't perfect, I pushed more short form content. I really outperformed myself. Like, let me just read you what I did. In the month of September, I uploaded 5 videos, 18 short form videos, 6 live streams, and 20 community posts with minimal editing. So it was one of my most consistent months without draining me. I feel more inspired than ever before. And that's why I want to motivate other people to say, if there's something that is stopping you on your journey, if there is a way that you can eliminate that, please try to. Whether that's AI, like if you're still scared of AI and you're an entrepreneur or a content creator, I am telling you, you are going to miss out on a lot of opportunity if you don't learn how to utilize AI and technology and allow it to take things off of your plate. Because now that I have eliminated pretty much majority of the editing that I was doing back when I started my channel and when I was struggling with my channel. Hey, Ashley, I'm able to be consistent. And Ashley, we're going to talk about your consistency today too, which is amazing. Congratulations on your challenge. And that's the thing. Sometimes you really do need to challenge yourself. You need to try something different in order for you to achieve different results. And so if success comes out of that, then great. I never knew with that 90-day live stream challenge, I never knew that I was going to start back streaming again because I was burnt out. I was tired. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to like really like, do my makeup and do my hair and do all of these things and be so consistent and still upload long form videos. But God was preparing me for what was really meant for me, because now I'm in the season where all I do is stream. I do film some videos, but y'all, I will sit there and film a video and I just don't have the strength or the energy to edit it. And when I was editing videos, the views, it wasn't worth it. I would put in so much work, so much hard work. That's why I truly believe in smart work and not hard work, because smart work, it's everything. Hard work will drain you of everything. So when I edit videos, I'm like this perfectionist of every cut has to be perfect. Everything has to be layered correctly. And my music has to sound, this and that. And it's like meticulous. But when I stream, I'm able to just flow. I'm in my rhythm. And it makes me want to show up more. It makes me want to do my makeup more. And it makes me want to get dressed more because it's easier for me. Like, oh my God. Y'all, now that things are easier for me, I'm sorry, I'm still having like a bad hair day. So if I play with my hair, that's why. Big up the group, big up the gang, Creativepreneur Cloud. Hey. So it's like I found my rhythm and I found my flow, and I never would have discovered that if it wasn't for my 90-day challenge. And I helped a lot of other creators through that 90-day challenge because I wasn't just uploading Like April Lynn started the challenge from my understanding, and she was uploading long form videos. I was like, I'm gonna upload long form videos and I'm gonna stream. And then that's when I really discovered the power of streaming for me. And my streams outperform my long form videos that take me hours and days to bring to market. So let me just bring you into insight, right? You have an idea, and then you research that idea, and then you write the script for that idea, and then you come up with a title and a thumbnail for that idea. You film the idea, you edit the idea, and then you market it. But when it comes to my reaction videos, I don't have to come up with the idea. The content is already created. All I have to do is show up consistently, react to it, and it's live. It's there. Once I film it, it's done. So I eliminated like 2 or 3 steps, and I had my best month. Yeah, I am a YouTube partner. I don't know if all of you guys saw this because a lot of you guys are tuning in, but September was like my analytics were through the roof, through the freaking roof, and I'm not burnt out. I'm like even more excited and inspired and just feeling amazing. I feel so good. I'm in such a rhythm. Even my family and people understand like my schedule now. Everybody knows like Wednesdays and Saturdays, they know, okay, Sky's gonna be filming. I'm not gonna call her, I'm not gonna bother her, all of that stuff. And I feel so good that I'm finally in this place because I never really thought about this part of it. I thought about being monetized and what that would feel like, but I never knew what it would feel like to be in flow and in rhythm to where now this is a job for me and it's easy for me to show up. It's easy for me to show up. I know exactly what my assignment is. I know exactly what I need to do. So that's what makes failure not even, it's like laughable now. And I don't think enough people talk about how when you become monetized, because in order for you to become monetized, you had to kind of find something, right? You don't make too many mistakes and then you're monetized. And when I say mistakes, I don't mean you don't become monetized by just consistently throwing stuff against the wall. Like if I would have still been doing just self-improvement and not my reaction videos, I wouldn't be monetized right now today. That's the truth. My reaction videos outperform anything else on my channel besides my Tesla video. My Tesla video is like the best performing video of mine. And obviously that's an evergreen video. I can't talk about my experience at Tesla for 5 years, but I could do reaction videos, for 5 years. And like Derek said, reaction videos, it's fun. It's fun for me. And I'm not making this video to just talk about reaction videos. I'm talking to the entrepreneurs and the creators who need to know that do not allow failure to be on the table. Don't allow it to be an option. Figure out what your problems are and how you can solve them, how you can eliminate them. Because again, for me, it was editing. Editing was a nightmare for me. It was the devil, it was the enemy. And it wasn't because I didn't know how to do it. Because I did. I knew how to edit. I didn't start YouTube without knowing how to edit. I started a YouTube channel 2 years after I graduated from film school. So obviously I knew how to edit. I had a whole editing class. But again, when you have like this perfectionism and like you're a little perfectionist, it's like, oh my gosh, it would take me so long to edit the most simple video. And while I think it would have took others a shorter period of time, it was just me mentally not wanting to do that because that wasn't the fun part for me. The fun part for me is showing up and creating, and it makes sense because when I did go to film school, I went for acting. So I was, I was the talent. I get in front of the camera and I shine. Like that's my shine. But all the stuff behind the scenes, I didn't want no parts of that. And so it makes sense. It makes sense. And I'm thankful to everybody who's been a part of this journey, especially my subscribers, because you all have seen me transition on this journey as well. Because when I did post one of my first videos, it performed decent and then it just never got views again. And it was like a fashion video with 2 girls I'm not even friends with anymore. The video's still on my channel, by the way, if y'all want to go see it, because I don't care. I feel like if you consented to the video at that time, you're gonna still be on my channel, whether we friends or not. I need the watch hours. I'm just playing. But I think it's good for me because I get to go back and see how far I came. I get to go back and laugh at how much I moved the camera around and just how freaking crazy I am as a friend too. But that video got some subscribers. So they saw me go from vlogging, fashion content, to self improvement, to releasing my ebook on the 4Gs of how to stop being so hard on yourself, to reaction videos, and no, to content creator tips, which was my 90-day challenge, to reaction videos. Like, my channel has gone like this, baby. There has not been an identity for my channel or a niche until about September. And I did a survey on my community tab, and I started to ask you guys, like, how did you find my channel? Or like basically to figure out how can I help my audience? How can I help myself? And like, where can I best rebrand this channel? And we're going to talk about that a lot over the next few weeks. And I felt like I had to tell you guys, like, I was just, it's so funny because I was laughing with Kofi about this, about like how I was like, oh my gosh, I need to edit a video because if I don't, I probably never will want to again. And finally, I edited a video yesterday and it was a reaction. So it didn't take me a lot of time or effort, but I just can't get back to that place. Like, I like this style of content. This is sustainable for me and it feels good. Now that I'm in this flow state, I'm like, okay, content is so much easier for me. I know how to show up. I know what to do when I'm showing up. I know kind of what my purpose and my mission is for my channel. And it's totally different from what I started. It is totally different from the vision that I had. But I just knew that I wasn't going to fail. And I knew that I was going to monetize. You said I was in the zone. I was definitely in the zone. I was in flow. But I'm going to get right back there. I'm going to get right back there. So just trust me. So yeah, I had to find my way. And I'm grateful that I failed in the beginning. I'm grateful that my niche has changed because the niche that I'm in now, it makes so much sense for me. And let me break it down for you. I went to film school, right? We already talked about this, but let me just break it down. I went to film school. I studied entertainment. I studied the industry. I was in improv and I was really good at comedy. And the reason why my teachers, my coaches wanted me to focus on comedy is because I'm a petite Black woman. And they're like, there's not a lot of you. There's a lot of petite Black women that's in drama, right? There's a lot of, that notion of like the angry Black woman, or, the sad or whatever, theatrical. But as far as understanding the 1, 2, 3, the rhythm of comedy, you have to have a special kind of talent. And I'm not trying to up myself here, but I studied comedy and I studied comedy and I studied comedy and I still study theatrical. So now that I'm doing these reaction videos and that my channel is going from education to entertainment, that's why it's easy for me. And it took for me to realize today on one of my mentorship calls, like, oh my God, that's like, my mentor was talking about how you got to start with what you're good at. What comes natural to you? What are you actually good at? And allow that to pay for, allow that to fund, allow that to bring about what you're passionate about, what you want to do. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's why I'm in flow. That's why things are easier for me now, because it's not something I have to learn. It's just a matter of me doing and executing and being consistent and showing up day in and day out. And I really hope that if you want to start on this journey, if you want to be like a content creator or something of that nature, or an entrepreneur, that you don't limit yourself by thinking that you're not good at something, because we're all good at something. And if you're good at something, you can become great at it. And if you're good at something, people will pay you to do it. And if you're starting on your journey, think about that, because a lot of times we overthink like niche, and we overthink what we should be creating and what we should be starting. And you got to really look within and be like, well, what comes natural to me? Because if it comes natural to you, or it's something you really are skilled at, it'll be a lot easier for you to show up, and you will grow a lot faster, and you will become successful a lot quicker, because it's something you're already familiar with. You don't have to learn it as you go. Because if you're in the education niche, then it's not that you have to learn it as you go, but you still have to learn it in order to be able to teach it to somebody else. And so if you're starting on your journey and it's something you already know, even if it's sales, if you just happen to be amazingly good at sales, start creating content with that and like learn what it's like to be a content creator with something you're good at, and then allow that to fund what you're actually passionate about. And I wish somebody would have told me that a long time ago. I think I remember Robert Kiyosaki and other, entrepreneurs talking about how like don't quit your day job until your passion really replaces it, and allow your day job to fund your passions and to fund like your retirement and the lifestyle you want and your investments and all of that. Like that's what I do like about Robert Kiyosaki. Even though I never listen, I always quit like jobs too early when like one of my businesses start to take off. But I'm learning now that you got to do what you're good at. And if you do what you're good at and you don't allow failure to be an option, you will reach your goals. You will. And I believe that about myself. I believe that for you. I believe that for everybody. We live in a time where we have so much help. We have so much access, and we can really change our lives utilizing a cell phone. It's insane. Like when I'm in these creator calls and these coaching calls in these communities, seeing people change their lives and their income in 6 months, 12 months, sometimes even a few weeks through just a few apps, I'm like, this is insane. I'm like, I gotta help other people. I gotta put people on to what I'm learning. That's why I'm starting a community. I'm starting a creator community, and it's gonna have a lot of resources in there, and it's gonna be weekly coaching calls, and not even coaching calls, but like catch ups. Like I look at it as like this is a club, this is a community. This is not like I am, this guru and I'm teaching you something. No, it's gonna be like let's all figure out this one thing together, or let's tackle TikTok together. Let's all do a challenge where we're tackling one app at a time, and we're learning one thing at a time. And I'm bringing in other creators to talk to us, and maybe some of my mentors will come on and teach because they're really good people. But I say that to say that that's to me what's important is helping people, because I'm learning all this information. I'm like, okay, what do you do with it? Because I don't want to continue to create creator tip type of videos, because YouTube will push that over all my other content and my other content will suffer. But I like to help people on this journey. So that's why I'm starting a community, because I'll be able to put like my creator tips into that community and still feel like I'm serving people. And that's what I'm super, super excited for. So that's part 2 of the news that I had to drop today. Part 1 was I'm a monetized YouTube creator now. Super excited for that. 2 years and some months in, and I reached that goal. And then part 2 is that I am launching a free community, completely free for people to join next week. And it's going to be great. You guys will be able to chit chat with me every single week. You'll be able to chit chat with other creators. You'll be able to find a virtual accountability partner on there, and just have access to a lot of the things I've spent money on to learn. And I think that you can learn this industry and this business for free. I've bought a lot of courses. Some I finished, some I didn't. I've had a lot of coaching and mentorship. And honestly, sometimes the free stuff be the best. The free stuff be the best. It be the best. It's like, I don't know. It's almost because they did it with passion that they really put in what was like needed, instead of like trying to fluff it all up, because it's like a paid product. Like if you're charging someone for something, you want to like really stuff it. But if you're giving it away for free, you're like, hey, this is what you need. Okay, just do what you need. And I swear by that. By just doing what you need, learning that. Okay, and then implementing it, because if you have too much information that you are consuming and learning at one time, it's going to be hard for you to execute on things. So being able to actually learn it and then execute it and then come back and share your results and then continue to repeat that, that to me is good. Instead of like getting a course that's full of like every single app's information and you're trying to learn all of that at one time. Like you can't try to learn Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube all at one time and think that you're not going to be worked out. Like that's just not true. That is just not true. So I have found my rhythm and I'm super, super excited about that. So now, as far as like the channel updates that I have for my channel. So as you guys know, I've been uploading reaction videos. They've been very fun for me. They've been very cool. They've been very easy for me to create. And I've been connecting with a lot of people. I have guests coming from like finding me from my reaction videos that are coming on to this podcast very soon. So that's a lot of fun. I love that my podcast is opening other doors for me. And that's what I'm telling y'all, like, baby, please create, please start your channel. If you have a business, you definitely should have social media proof. You should definitely be on these apps showing your services, your products, so that you can build an audience on here and build up your brand. And if you're just an artist or a creative of some sort, share your art. Share your art. And if you're skilled at something like sales, real estate, investing, share your knowledge. Okay, there are 3 pillars of content: education, entertainment, and emotion. And I'm pretty sure that everybody is good at least one of those things, especially emotion, because we all like to love, cry, be happy, excited, da da da. And we all like entertainment and we all have to learn something. So I hope you are super inspired by my journey, or at least a little bit inspired enough to actually start on your journey. And if you want to start on that journey and you're interested in joining my community, let me know in the comment section, because once it drops, I'm going to be marketing that thing every day because it's free. And I want to really listen to other content creators. Like, the reason I'm starting it is because when I hear other creators and entrepreneurs, especially the entrepreneurs, talk about the problems they're facing in business, I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. I had that same problem. Or wow, I'm learning a lot. I never thought about this like that, you know? And that's why this is going to be very fun. It's going to be very important. It's going to help a lot of people. The next thing I want to talk about is the wins. So we have shared wins. Hey, where we celebrate the wins of the community that we have here. So starting with Miko the entrepreneur. She is a YouTube creator and she actually interviewed me on her channel. Her win of the week is that she had an artist actually write her an intro song. So congratulations, Miko, for that. That's super dope. That's super exciting. And I'm so happy for her. Super, super grateful that she shared that win with our community and that, you know, she's out here creating content and pushing it out. And shout out to the artist who wrote her an introduction song without her even asking. I think that is just a testament to what she's doing and what she's building over on her channel. So congratulations to her for that. I also want to give a congratulations to my girl Nala Wright, who just launched her personal branding business. That is super amazing. She's also a YouTube creator over here on the YouTube. I'm talking about over here on the YouTube platform. So that's amazing. Personal branding is everything. Y'all know I'm building a personal brand over here. So I like seeing her emails. And I also want to give a shout out to my girl Ashley. I believe she was on here. Let me see. Hello, she was here. So shout out to Ashley. This is her channel, Non-Aesthetic Living. She is doing a October everyday vlog contest thing. I don't know the name of it. Hi, how you doing? What's the name of like October vlog? Because there's like Vlogmas, which is for Christmas. But what's the name of the challenge you're doing? Vlogtober. Okay, so shout out to her. That's her win of the week, is that she has been consistent, showing up every day. Isn't it crazy when like you never thought that you can upload a video every day. Like you never saw yourself there. Well, maybe you didn't, but I never saw myself being a creator that can upload every day. And now that like that's more accessible for me, even though I don't upload every day, I think I upload almost every other day, every 2 to 3 days. Are you not shocked? Like, girl, I'm able to do this. Like, wow. At one point, it was hard to get like one up a week, and now you're like able to freaking do it every day. That's amazing. So, shout out to you for that. Congratulations. um, and I already shared my win. I am Jal. I'm a YouTube partner. Like, stop playing with your girl. That is amazing. I could not be more thrilled. You said, girl, even when I'm about to miss a day, I'm dropping it in the night. Yeah. Okay. Yesterday, I dropped that video that I did. It was a reaction video that I recorded a while ago. I believe I dropped it at like 10 o'clock at night. And although that's not really ideal, I was like, it needs to fall on this day. It needs to drop on this day because I knew I had to stream today. And I was like, I don't want them to be competing with each other the whole time. I'm like, at least it could be up for like 14 hours before I start streaming, you know? So, yes, girl, I totally can relate to that. I understand. And yeah, I'm happy for you. And I'm shocked for you too, because that people don't know how much work that is. And I know that takes a lot of effort. So, congratulations to you on that journey. Last night, it's so funny though. I'm glad I did drop the video last night because it was late. The content creator who owns the channel, The Finest Game Show, I can't think of his name right now, y'all. That's how my brain works. Like, geez Louise, but I'll be able to find it on Instagram. I had DM'd him. Well, I had tagged him, Godwin. I had tagged him and he was able to see the video while I was still streaming it, like kind of like while it was still playing. And also the young man who's actually the person who I was reacting to his segment, his name is Nas. He was able to watch it too while I was streaming it. So that was pretty cool in my opinion. And so sometimes, as you were saying, when you're dropping a video at night, you're like discouraged a little bit, like, dang, I really should have got this video up earlier. Like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. And then you start second guessing yourself, like, should I drop it tomorrow? Blah, blah, blah. But no, as long as you get it up, that is what matters. Because guess what? Failure isn't an option. Okay. Failure is not on the table. And we being consistent. And I'm super, super proud. Like, I'm really glad I'm in this space. Even how, and I'm going to go back and edit it out, but even how I had like 7 minutes of my stream cut out because my Wi-Fi dropped. And I was like in a flow. I was really, really in a flow. But we got to learn how to pivot and we got to still show up and we have to tackle adversity, overcome our obstacles, and just push through those tough times. And you will be glad you did. You will be glad you did. And I'm proud of myself for even today. You know, even though I'm kind of used to Wi-Fi going out, but I'm like, this was the longest that it was out. And I thought that my stream was done, you know, but I was able to come here and finish it. And that's what matters, is getting to the finish line, crossing that mug and be like, I did my thing. I showed up and I showed out. And that's what matters. Even with this bad hair day, like, y'all, it might look decent on camera, but trust me, believe everything is falling apart in his head. I'm finna wash my hair tonight. But yeah, like, I am just really, really in a place where I'm in flow and I've found my rhythm and I'm able to show up and be consistent. And there's so much coming onto the channel. I don't want to like bring everything into this one live stream, but I'm going to continue to do reaction videos. I have to continue to film my reaction videos on this channel because on my other channel, literally, y'all, within like 48 hours of me having that channel, YouTube, they were just like, you don't have access to everything. Like, they just took my access away on that channel for I don't know what reason. And so I was like, okay, they gave me to October 20 something until I can like live stream on there through StreamYard. So, you know, I can't really do nothing. So that's why on this channel you still see the reaction videos. And I'm like contemplating. Somebody gave me the idea to make this the reaction channel. and to make the rebrand on a whole new channel, since now all of my monetization is coming from the reaction videos. So I don't know, I'm open to it. And again, I'm learning all the time, every day. So if you want to be up to speed on like my rebrand and what I'm learning from other creators in regards to my channel and what I'm going to do on my channel, definitely join the community that's launching next week. Is going to be very insightful. And that's where I'm going to be doing like all of my creator rants and dropping my tips and my gems and dropping all the research that I'm learning. And I'm going to have a lot of other content creators come in there and share their success stories and what's working and whatever, offers they have for creators and things of that nature. And we'll just be able to talk and feel like we're not alone in this journey, because it does feel lonely a lot of times. Like even right now, like I just applied, I just put in my number for the Google AdSense thing, and I was like, okay, like, is that it? But I did get to tell my dad today that it was coming in the mail. So he got to celebrate me virtually. But yeah, it's a pretty lonely journey because nobody else can relate to it. No one really understands it besides other content creators and entrepreneurs. And that's why I'm excited for what's to come. And I am grateful too to my friend Kofi. I don't know if he's in here right now, but he shared a video with us in our YouTube creator group that I created. And this was a few months ago, and they talked about the prediction for 2025 and about how influencers are, kind of dying out and fizzing out, about how podcasts are still running it up and running it up. And then they lastly talked about how you have to have community and you have to build community. And it's so amazing how small channels sometimes have some of the best communities. I mean, for real. We got a good community over here. And I can't be nothing but grateful. I can't be nothing but grateful because y'all show up. Like, I get so much love. And that's why sometimes we think we want to have like millions and millions and millions and millions of followers and subscribers. But it's like, how many of those people really care about you? How many of those people really know your story and are interested in like actually seeing you overcome adversity, And I feel like my community, like we really are just genuine and want the best for each other. Like it's mutual. I want the best for y'all and y'all want the best for me. And I'm grateful for that. That's a blessing. So yeah. Let me make sure I went through every single thing. If you are interested in joining that community, go ahead and comment below so that as soon as I drop it, I can send you the link and you can join. And if you want to come onto my podcast, shoot me an email. Well, I don't like that. I rebuke that. Amy Shade. Send me an email. That we like. Send me an email. I'm excited to create with other entrepreneurs, artists, creatives. You got to be some type of one of them things. Entrepreneur, artist, creative. And I would love to have you on the podcast. And yeah, because these episodes are great when I'm solo. But essentially, I love talking to people. I like talking to myself too. But I want to connect with people. So that's what this podcast is supposed to be about. It was going to be girl talk. But it's not girl talk anymore because the girls are disappointing me. I'll reach out and they don't be wanting to collab, or they don't collab unless you're bigger than them, or they don't respond, or just whatever, or they're scared, they're nervous. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you said, I love watching them. Thank you. You said, no, we're not. Yeah, the girls are disappointing me, man. This was supposed to be a girl talk podcast. And I'm like, they were fun too. Cause we was like, I was planning on getting spicy and dropping like the tea, having other women come in. You said, stop talking about me. Yes, I'm talking about you. But only, you just said you was nervous the other day. So I was like, okay, I respect it though. I respect it like that. But this is the thing. I still have to show up, babes. So I'm like, okay, if I can only collab with guys for the first 3 months and I got to prove myself to my sisters, I will do it. Hey, shout out to you. Always show up. And it's funny too, because I was just talking about you a few minutes ago when I was talking about how in 2025, the predictions for YouTube, I never forget the videos you send me. Like the videos that other creators send me, I'll watch them and I'll be like, that's tea. God made sure that video came to me for a reason, because I'm building a community because of that video you sent me. So shout out to you. You always show love, like, period. Thank you. Shout out to the community. You said, yep, setting the best example out there. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's just what it is. But um I almost lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Oh, the girls and the Girl Talk podcast. Yeah. If I can only connect with the men and only the guys want to collab, then I have to still continue on with my podcast. I still have to continue on with my show. And this is like, let me just bring y'all a little insight because y'all know, like, it's so funny. It's hard to be private and still be transparent with like your audience and show up for your audience, right? Okay, so let me just tell you, my podcast, I'm really going to invest in it, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a show. It's going to be good. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people in Chicago, LA, like important people, New York, and I even have people who are willing to invest in the podcast. So that's why for me, people might not believe in it right now, but they'll be forced to believe in it in the future. Period. Period. And they're gonna wish they didn't turn me down. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anywho, I'm super excited for what's to come. I mean, yeah, it ain't girl talk no more, but it's still here. So the ladies, if y'all want to still talk, we talking. 75% of my audience is women. Hey girl, yes, I believe in it. You believe in it. We believe in it. That's all that matter. That's all that matter, period. And I believe in your content too. Like you just have beautiful energy. So that's why I'm excited for when you are ready to come on to the show. Little girl talk, little tea time. But yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I believe I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm considering filming a reaction video. Me and my twin. Should I do a reaction video right now, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. And I will see y'all, beautiful beings, in the next episode. And it's so funny because I was going to say, I will see y'all in the next episode of Girl Talk. But I will see you on the next episode of the Sky Hendon Show. And do not forget that I'm a little nosy when it comes to positivity. So make sure you drop some in the comment section below. Drop some positivity. I want to hear about the wins you've had this week. You can join my forum if you want to see other people's wins and be celebrated privately. And yeah, I want to celebrate you on the next episode, though. I want to be like, and I'm going to probably have a guest on the next episode. So I want to be like, such and such did this week, such and such achieved that this week. And I can't do it without y'all. So please drop some positivity in the comment section below. And if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, what's tea? What's good? I don't like that. I really don't like that. But it's your girl Sky, and I'll see you in the next video. It's your girl Sky, and I'll see you in the next video. Be the reason that someone smiles today. Period. I'm gonna record a reaction video though, because it's quiet in my house. It's my neighbor's dogs is gone. It's like, well, let me film again.